Hi, ladies. Happy Wednesday afternoon. We are so excited to come in and join you guys this afternoon and share inspiration and positivity. This beautiful woman, Renee Greenstein, is my lovely guest today. She has actually been on the FemCity show one time before and then on the
Right.
podcast. She is beyond inspirational. She always is authentic. She shows up and she says like the truth. And I'm just so honored and grateful that she's joining me again today. She is
Yeah.
amazing. She is just, I don't know. I'm one of your biggest fans.
Well, you're one
That's
of my
all.
absolutely love you. I was so happy with the first time we
Oh,
met. And it's I'm all about real women.
yes.
And I love Joan Rivers when she'd say, "Can we talk? Can we talk?" Because the
Exactly.
reality is it's not BS. Can we talk? Can we,
Oh, God.
share things? Can we, who's having problems? Like you and I were saying before, my roots. I mean, seriously, let's get real. I
No,
mean, honestly, I have no makeup on. My nails are just,
they look good though.
but I put, I have long base. So it's good. So I
Okay.
just push down the cuticle and I put like a clear coat on. My feet, I will not show anyone because they look like horses' hoofs. And one thing I got to tell you, I'd be divorced if my husband was into toes because it would not be pretty.
Yeah, it would be the end of it. And that'd be like the new book that you release, you
Exactly.
know?
Oh,
Going down with my hooves.
right. It's you have to own who you are and
Totally.
live in the circumstances. Okay, we're all in this together, and it's global. I
Right.
constantly say that I cannot fathom that it's global. I just got off the phone FaceTiming my girlfriend from Milano, and I spoke to someone in Paris. I spoke to someone in South Korea. I travel the world, Prague, Amsterdam. It's global.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not just
everywhere.
here. Stop complaining that you can't get out. It's other countries too. We're all
Right.
in this together.
All of us. And Martine is joining us actually from Paris. I don't know if Martine is
Ah,
physically in Paris right now, but she is from Paris. She is a beautiful, wonderful, lovely lady, and she's a chef as well. She has a culinary school there in France.
ah.
So I'm so excited that she's
Oh,
joining us.
oh,
Uh,
fabulous.
yeah, and you know what's so funny today? My husband was like, so usually Renee knows my husband usually works in New York City Monday through
Right?
Friday, and then I have a daughter who's also at NYU. So we are New York City people from afar. Like we're like Miami people, but we have this like love for New York City,
Right.
and it is really crazy. Like even Miami, we walk down to what is normally like the hub of all the restaurants and all the kind of areas to go to, and it looks like war in so many ways. It's the most bizarre sensation. And so what you're saying is like it's all over. It is everywhere, and everyone has been uprooted. I think that's the commonality. I mean, I know you and I are very blessed, and so we have shelter, we have electricity. We are super blessed. It has impacted everyone to some degree, and I think that's a common thread that we all share. That it's just
Right.
it's unnerving. Also, it's a bit scary. So it's good to find humor when we're talking about our roots and our nails and like your hooves. And I shaved my legs the other day. Hadn't done that in a long time.
See, that's why my maxi dresses are good because you don't have to shave your legs.
Exactly, exactly. And those legs, all the pants. I like the palazzo. They're like not palazzo pants, but I saw you wearing them the other day. They're really pretty. They actually like flow really well.
Oh
They're not
yes,
palazzos
the
though.
jersey pants, which are fabulous.
Yes,
But
I
then
need
the
to get a
only
pair.
I've got to tell you something though. I mean, I don't know about you, okay, but my husband's probably in La La Land because I normally, control his carb intake, his sugar and carb because he's a carb
Right.
addict. I mean, I love cooking. My father was a chef. I went to, Cordon Bleu when I was a child and learned to make a souffle, which was a disaster. We'll talk about that some other time. But I'm here in Pennsylvania at our home here, and I've got this big kitchen. All I have been doing is cooking nonstop. It also is therapy for me. I mean, Julia Charles was I loved her, and I would go and say, "Oh, hello, darling, I'll just a bottle of wine and a little poulet at all, what have you." And that's what I do in my kitchen. I turn in classical music and I cook and I cook and that's my therapy.
I love
Because
that.
I told you, I've never been in one place. I'm normally
Right.
always on a plane. So I'm not
Yeah.
comprehending that, I'm not getting on a plane. I had to cancel all my trips, but this too shall pass.
This too shall pass. And you always look beautiful, Renee. I think what today you just look like you're glowing, and I just love always your energy. Like I said before, I know. So I'm just super happy that.
Okay. But it's, also, my clothing line. So the other thing I was going to say, so I've been making more pasta, arroz con pollo, and, poulet and what have you. And I'm just eating and drinking and drinking. And thank goodness for my women with control pants that can keep the tummy
Keep it
flat,
in.
keep it all in. You don't need a shaper because, girlfriend, this is what I need now.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Hey, arroz con pollo. Like, so I should be a cook. I'm not a cook. I used to be when the kids were younger, and
Uh-huh.
I'm Cuban. So, when we lived in North Carolina, everyone always wanted me to make like the Cuban dishes. And I think that's when I last cooked. But since we moved back to Miami, I don't cook at all. But our son,
Nothing.
no, I have been, you know what I've been doing? This is going to kill you. I've been ordering that Daily Harvest. It's like this
Okay.
app, and you order like smoothies and they deliver it. And I mix it with coconut water and my almond milk or whatever.
Right.
Our son is here because he's usually in Berlin. He's
Right.
been cooking every night. So I've been eating all of his stuff.
So you
Plus,
pampered.
oh, yeah, he leaves June 1st. I'm like, well, how are we going to survive? How will we eat? Because it's every day he cooks, and it's amazing. And he's vegetarian also, and it's got this flair. So, oh yeah, I will not have anything to eat after June 1st. That's for
Okay,
sure.
let's talk about smoothies. I'm not a smoothie person, but I bought a Vitamix from
Ooh,
QVC for their today's special value. Because what do? You sit and you watch television too. And I've been making all of these smoothies, with the bananas and the mangoes and oranges and grapes and melon and everything, and putting in certain things, and it's just absolutely fabulous.
that sounds amazing. I love smoothies. I'm a huge smoothie person. For me,
Never,
it's because
never.
and this Daily Harvest you might like. It actually,
Yeah,
it's really cute, and it comes like yeah, a sponsor of theirs. By the way, I don't get paid. I'm just like
right.
shouting that I like it. You open it up and you pour it in the blender, and then you just fill up the cup with like a coconut, and it even tells you almond milk or oat milk or whatever.
Right.
And it really does taste good, and it's easy. It's just easy for me. Of course, my whole idea was I would eat that and not eat so much. But now what I've done is I eat and then I have that. So it's
Okay.
like I'm eating more.
Well, you look gorgeous, please. I mean, it's that.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So our theme for the month is about getting back on track.
Okay.
And the reason why I thought about you for having you as a guest with this, because the last time we spoke, actually, I think every time we've spoken, you've always shared some part of your life where you did have to get back on track. And I think that some women look at you and they see you on QVC and they see you traveling around the world and going to Milan and just living this extraordinary life. I don't think they realize that even you, someone who's super glamorous and literally just you've designed and created your life the way that you wanted it to be, and I love that you live it all unapologetically, like you just are love. I want women to see your story and know that there was a moment perhaps in your life that you didn't have it, where you had to get back on track, because perhaps your story would inspire some that maybe are feeling, because of COVID-19, that they're feeling like they out on that opportunity that they had, or the client canceled on them, or now their bills aren't, I mean, like there's a lot of stress going on with women. And so what do you think about when you think about getting back on track? What does that mean to you?
Well, okay, getting back on track. Well, it was years ago in '89 when I lost my first husband. So you want
Right.
to talk about getting back on track? I had a train wreck, and my whole life stopped. I mean, it was devastating, and I was very young. He was a lot older than me, but I had to contact my son, contact friends, because I was in Arizona at the time, Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, and going through all of that. But getting back on track, getting my life together. It's like doing that mindfulness, which I've learned to do now, which I didn't know then. And my father always said, the glass is always half full. And I think that's what saved me, because I looked at it as being half full, not half empty. And that's when I made Dependent, that I brought it back on QVC too. And it's all the different sizes and shapes, I say, of all the people in my life. We're all different nationalities and everything. And you hold it and you can say the serenity prayer, and it will get you through anything, you need to get through at the time. You know, so I had the train wreck, and then remarried. Matter of fact, Justin and I will be married 30 years. I don't understand when I'm only 30. You will be married 30 years. I have a wonderful son. I have two fabulous, I call them my prince and princess, Aya and Levi, Levi's going to be 5 and June 5th. So I started a business, you know, and you're reborn.
Right.
You can get back. And then you go through this. Okay, so we have this pandemic that we're going through, and you know, I was supposed to be on a plane in March. I was supposed to have been on a plane in April. I was supposed to be on a plane next month through July, from June to July, to do my major buying shopping trip. It's all canceled. Okay, I'm working from home. My whole team is working remotely. Okay, we have our Zoom conferences and everything, and that's why I tell women, okay, to get back on track. I'm not going to say you're not going to be depressed. I'm not going to sit here and BS you. Okay, we're all going through our own type of stresses and everything. There are a lot of single people out there, people that are alone. You know, a mother where her husband might be in Europe, or I have someone that was Asian and his wife's supposed to have been here since December and is still not going to be here.
Right.
You know, so you have people that are single, you have people that are alone, you have families. You know, think about it. You would be running every day. Hi, bye, whatever, out the door. Okay, the kids would go to school, your partner, husband, boyfriend, whatever, be, you know, going off, and you'd be going off. You come in at night, you know, do whatever, homework, would have, but there was a big space of no time that you all lived your own life. Well, you're now quarantined together,
Right.
which could be a nightmare for some people. And I say to everyone, you need structure. You want to get back on track, you need structure. Okay, so get up in the morning. You know, the first thing is you want to pull the covers over your head, not deal with the reality. Pray that it was a nightmare, that, you know, really true. I'm going to get up and, you know, the world's going to be bustling and I can go away for the 4th of July. Wrong. Get up out of bed, shower, wash up, do whatever you need to do. Splash some cold water in your face. Fix your hair. I don't wear makeup, but I put a little lipstick on. Put a little lipstick, because for women, this is where we will shine. Okay. And then get dressed. Put on something colorful, because you know what? Something colorful or pretty print or something makes you happy. We
Right.
need to be happy. We need the kids to go, Mommy, what are you wearing? Mommy, are you okay? You know, whatever. Or your partner, whomever, is going like, you know, I never saw you wear that before. You know?
I did do that. I have to say, I bought this dress forever ago to wear to an event, which
Okay.
happened, but I put it on and I was like, you know what? I was feeling like I was wearing too much of like like you were saying, I wasn't getting dressed up for the occasion, which was like, just, I'm here, I'm alive. It's
Right.
Monday, you know? And so I wore the dress and everyone's like, wow, look at, you know, but it actually feels nice. I love that you shared the lip gloss and lipstick, because it's so true. Like, you put on, it doesn't even matter anything else. Something about that lipstick or lip gloss, it's like, it just makes me feel like I'm put together,
Honey, let me
which
tell
is
you,
ridiculous, but it
I
helps.
learned this from my gay friends. They go, Mommy, a little mascara, lipstick, you're done. Don't walk out without the
Yeah.
lipstick. You know? And it's so true. And now I do it in my designs and everything. And like you said, you put that dress on. Okay. I once wanted to post a picture. I said, I would be the one that would wear a ball gown in heels to the grocery store.
I could see that.
My mask. And I mean, but these are the things women should try doing. You know what? Get out of whatever you thought was your comfort zone. Throw it
Yeah.
away. Throw it away. Experiment.
Yeah.
Experiment in the kitchen. And the one other thing that I said, besides getting up and having structure, is stop the blanking texting everybody. Pick up a phone. Hello. Skype, FaceTime, what have you. Be surprised. You're going to make someone's life so much better by the face-to-face. I mean, even one of my team members, she said, you know what? I've been Skyping and FaceTiming people I haven't spoken to in so long, and it feels so good. You know, it's a different
Yeah.
time in our life, and you're going to have time to do that. And also, as you're watching or reading or doing what have you, the mindset of women and I don't mean to be, prejudiced against men or anything. I'm not saying that, but we have a certain mindset. And you know what? When that slows down and you start thinking, I mean, I know my team, they go, crap, she starts thinking we're in trouble. But you might start putting stuff together that, in your busy world of twirling, you never got. And then all of a sudden you're sitting back and you go, wait a minute. When I spoke to that person, what did they really mean? And oh my goodness, when I looked at that dresser that I was thinking of buying, but wait a second. And, my hubby was talking about this. We don't need to do that. I can do this. And you look around your environment and you might say, I like that. You might see something you never saw before. And when's the last
Yeah.
time you did when you throw pillows and really appreciated it?
Right, right. No, it's you have a couple of beautiful love notes here. Joyce says, I sent a personal card to my aunt this week just to reach out. It made me feel good.
Okay.
And I think those are such great simple tips, because the honest truth is that I have friends of mine that were going through a little bit of a depression when this started settling in, right? Because if you're used to traveling for work, if you're used to out there hustling all the time, working on your stuff, and all of a sudden that stops. I did have a couple of friends, and I would try to get them to join us we do like these happy hour. I do a couple of things during the week with little happy hours, little tea times, and a book club, and it made them feel better, because when you connect to other humans, whether, like you said, through Skype, through phone call, like versus the text where it's just so digital. But even when I saw your face come on when we were getting ready in the green room, it's like it made me just smile, because humans enjoy the in real life, even if it's through a digital platform. Just so that may sound very simple to some, but it really makes a huge difference. So if you are really struggling and you're feeling a little bit bummed and you're feeling a little sad, like take the time, as Joyce was saying, she sent out a card to her aunt, and it made her feel good. Like it feels good to be kind. And and ask Renee, how are you? Let's get on the phone. Let's talk. I mean, it goes back to like just trying to make the best that you can with what we've got.
Totally. Totally. It's great.
So, and Sharon says, I do my walk dress up. And yes, Renee, I put my lipstick on too. My grandkids laugh at me, but it makes me feel amazing. I don't know what it is about lipstick. It
It
really,
it brings out the inner soul of us. It really,
yes.
because you might experiment with colors. Okay. You look at your skin color and you go like, well, I don't like that color. Then you put another color and you go, whoa! It opens up the inner part of us.
Yes.
It's something that's magical about that.
Yeah. Sharon says she does karaoke night Thursday nights with her family. That's so cute. So
Oh,
cute. If you have any questions for us, if you're joining us, feel free to ask us any questions for Renee or for myself. We're here to make you smile and happy and to get back on track. So that's our
totally.
purpose here. Um, any other tips that you have? I mean, you've shared some really great ones. Any other tips or ideas that you've been using, perhaps to kind of, I don't know, create this new normalcy and trying to get us all back on track?
Well, as I said, getting up and getting myself structured
That's
and
a
doing.
big one, by the way. The structure one is huge, because I think you're right. I think a lot of people are like, let me sleep in a little bit more. Maybe it'll go away. Let me sleep in until 10 o'clock,
Right.
11 o'clock.
There's some.
So,
I get up at 7 o'clock. I'll watch the news. Okay. Why I don't know,
I know.
but and I'll listen to this stuff and everything, and then I'll go, okay. And who the heck wants to get out of bed then? Or who the heck wants, be in the bathroom? And I'll go like, yeah, okay, fine. But the structure is great. We have our Zoom. I mean, I have been busier today than I have ever been, between social
Wow.
media, between trying to reach. I'm doing a lot of Instagram Live, which is fabulous. Um, I'm doing a lot of Zoom. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, you know what? Okay, people are furloughed. All right. Do you know if you're going to get your job back or not? That's got to be the most scariest thing in the world.
Right.
But instead of looking at it as a negative, okay, because one thing I'm going to say, and I don't mean to preach or whatever, you are more important. You right there are more important than anything in the world. Because after life, when we're gone, that's it. You can always get materialistic as long as you're healthy and you've got your health and your family. Everything else can be gotten again. Do you know what I'm saying? I collect people, not things. And I'm materialistic. I love beautiful things, but I collect people. So it's staying healthy. It's looking and seeing, like I said, of what you can do, what can be different. Don't worry. Don't be so fearful or stressful. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen about my job, but maybe you'll look and you'll say, you know, I always wanted to be XYZ.
Right.
Okay. When we have our jobs, a lot of times we don't leave them to try something else or try something on the side. It's always after you lose your job and then you got to figure it out. Well, maybe you should make that bucket list of, if I'm not doing this, what would I want to do? If I
Right.
wasn't living here, where would I want to live? Do I still want to be with this person? Do I still want to do this? Make a list and think about it. And maybe something you'll rediscover or something you'll
Right.
find that you never thought of before. I basically am using, I'm writing my book and I'm trying to finish it up soon. Um, it's not easy, but I'm telling everyone to think of yourself as a caterpillar and you're in your cocoon. And this too shall pass. And when those doors open, you will fly away as a beautiful butterfly into a new life.
Love that. When this first happened, I did a quick video. I think it was on Instagram Live. I've lost everything twice in my life. So the video was about that, because I think that's what your initial thought is. When things started shifting, you're like, I'm going to lose everything. That's like exactly where the human mind goes. I'm going to lose everything right now. And I remember in the moments of like being at rock bottom after the crash, the 2008, 2009, and then after 9/11. So those are two moments where I lost a lot.
Right.
I remember that there was a feeling of grace in that I had nothing to lose because I had lost it all. And so now what? And then there's a little glimpse of beauty in that you actually have the ability to design and create your life the way that you always wanted it to be. And so much like you're saying now is that, you would have stayed in that job. Let's say you've lost your job or you've been furloughed or you don't know what's going to happen, right?
Right.
There's that moment there where it is super, and I've been there. So I'm sharing it as someone who has been there. I'm not, oh, whatever, like there's a moment where you can actually pivot and say, this might be the blessing that I've been waiting for, albeit painful, horrible, horrific, scary. You might have diarrhea. I don't know, like so bad.
Right.
But it's that moment where you can say, you know what? I've lost it all.
Mm-hmm.
Let me really start to draft it. Let me align myself. Let me live a purpose of intent. Let me start making those changes that I've always wanted to do, but I was scared because and comfort, like you mentioned, like comfort is everything. I mean, why venture out when you can just be safe, like secure? So I love that you shared that, because I think that is going to hit so many people that are listening right now that are like finally like someone saying, yes, it's it's going to be bad, but it's a moment also that you can find some grace in that too.
I'm so happy that you talked about yourself and what you went through, because, and those saying, talk the talk, walk the walk, what have you.
Right.
I don't give advice on things that I don't know about. So I want
Right.
everyone, so I respect what you just said, because with me, talked about my 1989, losing my first husband, okay, and having nothing because he had no life insurance, what have you. Because I love people look at you and I go, yeah, but you wouldn't know. You never went through something. They should.
And that's why, exactly.
Right.
And that's why I love you so much, honestly, Renee, because you always bring it home, like, and you look like so fabulous and put together, and like, like you, and I just love when you share those moments, because I really think that people say, oh, she's like me,
Right.
right? She gets it.
I mean, talking about 9/11, someone came to me and said, why aren't you in your own business? I was making six figures, had a comfortable job, manager, whole thing, what have you. And I went to my husband, I tell the story all the time, and I said, I think I want to go on my own. He looked at me like, hello, did you have a lobotomy or something? And I'll never forget, and he will never live the day down, when he said to me, I'll give you 6 months. And if it doesn't work, you'll go back and get another job. So we opened up our company, two chicks in the back room with my partner, Randy, my business partner. And I wanted to live in Manhattan and got my husband to agree. We were in an apartment that we were subletting, and I said, I want to buy it. We opened our company, transferred the money for the house. We didn't have a dime left to our name, and 9/11 happened.
Oh my God.
We had zero. Zero. I sat crying. What did I make my husband do? Oh my God, and thank God, he loved me. It was the best thing we could have ever done because the real estate market zoomed after that. We couldn't be where we are now. And I'm still in business. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
people out there, there is life after.
Yeah.
Look at what you can do. You're looking at two women that have done it already.
Right.
You know,
You've got some love here again from Sharon. Thank you, Renee. I lost my job after being with the company for 20 years. But like you said, I'm taking this time to make some changes because now I have realized that I was stuck in that place. Oh, I got chills. I literally have goosebumps reading that. Now I get to explore my opportunities, and it's surely a blessing for me. I definitely need change. First, I will be relocated to New York City. North Carolina, and look for a sales profession where I can work from home. I just got chills reading that. Sharon, thank you so much for sharing that. And
yes,
yeah, I still have chills. And it's beyond my Hashimoto's. I have Hashimoto's, so maybe that, but I'm like, no, I got chills from reading that. So any final, we are actually up for time. I'm so sorry. I want to be respectful of your time because I know you are very busy, but I could talk to you for hours. Any other advice that you want to share for those that are watching?
everybody, it takes a village. You're not alone.
Village.
This too shall, and I want everyone, you're not alone, and this too shall pass. We're all going to get out there and fluff our little butterfly wings, okay?
Exactly. How can femmes find you, Renee? You mentioned a little bit, talk about women in control and talk about
Okay.
the
My
medallion.
Renee Greenstein, public figure. My wardrobe warrior groups, so you can go and join them because they're powerful women that are unbelievable and very supportive. Instagram is at Renee Greenstein _, and then Twitter is at Renee Greenstein QVC.
Awesome. And we will tag you. So if you're watching and you're in the car, we will go ahead and tag her. So it's easy for you to find her. And we'll also write this up on the website. Sharon says, I had chills writing this also. Roxanne said, love this. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that you ladies found it. You can see now why I adore her so much. And how I always get inspired just from hearing just whatever she says, whatever you share, Renee. It's just always super lovely.
Love you.
Thank you so much. Love you
Thank
too. And I hope everything goes great in New York City, and hope to see you soon and give you a hug.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.